Welcome to Manchester United Irish Red Devils. Let's talk about Manchester United. Form has changed. Haven't lost in 5 games. 3 wins, 2 draws. Players' recruitment seems to be working. Obviously, there's still frailties in the team. We know that we need to strengthen in other areas, but there is improvement. Are we top 4? Not sure. Don't think so. I think I'd like to see us in the European places by the end of the year. The Spurs game kind of gave me a little bit of realism as well, in terms of they were stronger, they were more powerful. I expected us to go into games week in, week out, without midweek games, just full of energy, and we looked like we were lacking a little bit of that against Spurs. They looked fitter, stronger, and then I suppose the old proverb comes, games bring sharpness, so the lack of a midweek game might do that. But for us, I think some of our players are not able for 2 games in a week, muscle injuries, and so my worry about Harry Maguire. He's picked up now hamstring, probably picked up groin injuries. He picked up, I think, a hamstring prior to the FA Cup. And also Luke Shaw, we know he's not able to go 2 games a week at the moment, and same with Mason Mount. So in recruitment, we need to. Loved the Jason Wilcox interview, and he just kind of said what they look for. I presume that's what all teams do. Like, they have to take the character in the player, and going forward, that's what they're going to look at. But I think also they have to look at players that also can go 2 games a week if we're really planning well, and we want to go at European competitions as well as being able to compete in Premier League and not down our tools after a midweek game. Then in the Premier League, don't get the points we need. Hence, I thought this season will be the season where we might be able to get back on track by going week to week. But then now, with the latest injuries, Benjamin Sesko, Harry Maguire, rumour about Casemiro as well, and then obviously the squad we haven't rotated hugely, so how sharp are the lads coming in, and how are their muscles, and so on and so on. So it'll be an interesting week ahead. So here we are outside Old Trafford anyway, just giving you a little bit of news what we've heard. Obviously the Sesko news is coming out, how big his knee injury is, and also we might hear about Casemiro today as well, whether he travels on international duty. Bruno missing the Ireland game, as we know, through suspension. That's good, because he plays a huge amount of games, and he probably could do with a rest. Kuna, again, a guy with just coming back from a hamstring. He will be on international duty. He will travel everywhere. Also, most of our squad will travel. De Ligt back in the Dutch squad as well, which is good to see, because his form has been brilliant. I think he's been a mainstay in that back three, and I don't think, as long as he stays fit, I think it's brilliant to have him in there, and he's just showing the quality he has with a fit De Ligt, not someone that's chasing his fitness, chasing to be fit, chasing to recovery. I think this is a guy that really suits us, and then the players around him. Do we need to recruit in wing backs? Probably. Dorgu, yeah, my jury's out. I think he's a raw talent that needs to be nurtured. Very young, just like Sesko. Everybody ridiculed Sesko. Obviously, they thought he should have finished it before he got the knee injury, but look at the flick on. He got himself back in position. Yes, he probably should have hit it first time, but that comes with it. That comes with learnings, in a different system. We will miss him because his hold-up and his link-up play is good. There's games for him, there's games not for him. Let's be honest, and when we want to play with maybe a false 9 and higher wide players, or vice versa, higher 9 and then the 2 10s coming in behind. So that's the way we're going to play, but I think he's a good player. I think we have to give him time. Has he got more hold of play than Hoyland? Yes. Are they very similar in some other aspects? Yes. But I think this guy can be a good player, just given time, and hopefully gets used to the Premier League. I think he can be good. Hopefully his knee injury is not too serious, and we can then plan the next few games. Obviously Everton's going to be good. The league is so tight, like from all the way down to Everton, it's only like 3 to 5 points all the way up to the top 4. So it is all go here for us, and we're still in with a shout of European football. We just have to be consistent even with our energy levels going into games. Sometimes it's just not there. Like the Spurs game, I thought we were a bit flat considering we'd had no European football. Again, as I said, counterbalance, games bring sharpness, and maybe some of these players, but our good players, are all playing international football this week, and so they'll get games as well. So they keep ticking over, but, well, not good players, but you know what I mean. Our international players are all on international duty and they get more games, but we need to make sure that we can go week to week at teams full of energy and give them headaches. Just look at the teams that have done it in the last couple of years. Like if you look at Nottingham Forest last year, looking at Brentford this year, just going energy, full energy. Like there is a bit of quality in their teams, but we should have more quality. If we need that little bit more energy and want, and we will break down teams and we will get the results we want. And defensively, we've become sterner. Obviously, we are also never giving up, as we've seen that we've scored a few last-minute goals, obviously to get us points, get us draws, but we need more wins. You're looking at the likes of West Ham that just get a win. Like the last 2 wins, they've got 2 wins just on the trot. You're looking at Brentford, they get wins. Looking at Forest, they're getting wins. We need to make sure that we keep our wins. We've thrown away, well, I wouldn't say thrown away, but we've given away points that could have put us up to the top of the table. So we need to make sure we're really, really at it and make sure that we don't give up these points when we get ahead. And as past players, legends have said, we seem to, when we score, we kind of take the foot off the gas, and then we're susceptible for other teams breaking on us and scoring goals when we've just taken the foot off the gas. First half in games, usually we're at it. Second half, we're having an issue where we kind of take the foot off the gas after half time. Something probably the coaching team are looking at present. If they weren't, it's something that even in amateur league we'd be looking at, whether it's whatever sport, we'd be going, okay, what can we change at half time to get us more ready for the game? It's the same if you slow starts, is our warm-up right, so on and so on. But it's great here to be outside Old Trafford. People still looking at this theatre of dreams. It's just so special. No matter how many times you come here, it's still like your first. Shop just about to close after being packed, tours just done, no games, remember it's international week, but people still come to the theatre of dreams. And then you got the hotel football, then all kind of events and everything happen on match day and so on. But that's about us. It's good to talk about Manchester United. It's been a while since I was on, and I hope to be on a little bit more, but it's been busy. But it doesn't mean I don't support. I wanted to stay out of all that pre-season chaos. Who gets rid of the manager? Do you get rid of the manager? Do you give him time and everything? Sometimes there's a lot of negativity around, and I think, like Ruben, yes, it's a results game, let's be honest, and you live by your results. It doesn't matter if you're a nice guy or what you're trying to do, and everything is driven by results, and people will change and chop and change managers just to get the results. For us, I hope we give him more time. I hope we still see the progress. There is little progress there. Yeah, it's not winning league progress, there's no doubt about that, but it's progress, and progress off the pitch with our signings. And then hopefully we'll hear news on the plans for Old Trafford soon, just to give us something to look forward to. Then you've got the January window. What do we do there? Who goes? Does Kobe go? Not sure. And do we sacrifice more players going out the door because there's game time? But I still think we need a squad there. As you see, 3 injuries in one game. That just shows what you need. Xerxes is looking to go to the World Cup. Kobe looking to go to the World Cup. So you can understand that these lads want game time, and they're not getting it at the moment. So they're looking elsewhere. Then the manager has to go, can I lend them out? Can I give them game time? Can I get somebody else in that will do the job? We're looking at midfielders, and there's no doubt for next year, because I can't see us taking the option, obviously, of Sancho. We're not taking the option probably of Casemiro. So midfielders are on the agenda. Whether you pinch one now in January and then go for another one in June, and then we probably do need another attacking threat in terms of wing backs. But I know that recruitment is not just based on our system. Yes, they're going to be able to play wing backs, but also if there is a change, which there is in football, inevitably a manager does go after a while, but these players can adapt to their systems and they can play. So recruitment has to be thing. But this is Old Trafford, and this is Manchester United, Irish Red Devils, over and out.